Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you the infamous proxy Amumu in the top lane. It plays a lot like a proxy Singed. Basically, if you're up against a ranged matchup, you don't want to go to lane like normal. Instead, you want to proxy the wave as deep as you can. That way, if they do try to chase you, they'll miss a lot of minions and you'll still get ahead. For your runes, you're going to want to take Grass with Demolish, Second Wind, Overgrowth, Free Boots, Cosmic, Attack Speed, AP, and Armor. We're up against a Teemo. This is the type of matchup you don't want to be playing levels 1 through 3. And we're gonna go rush down the wave here. It's generally safe to invade on their top side. Most junglers don't start top side, so normally you can get away with this without any real repercussions. Just make sure you grab the whole wave. If you let a minion get past you, this can go really bad. You won't get your level 2 properly, you won't get your level 3 properly, and yeah, as long as you get all the minions, you'll be good to go. The reason why this works is your ego's on lower cooldown anytime you're auto attacked by anything. This lets you proxy just like a Singe. The only downside compared to a Singe is if they do chase you, you don't have the benefit of them chasing you through your poison. But outside of that, it is pretty good. Go ahead and get our ward down. If the enemy jungler comes, then you need to suicide. Whenever you suicide at level 3, your respawn's around 11 seconds. And a normal recall animation is about 8 seconds, so suiciding isn't that bad of an option. Here he just lost a lot of minions. What he did was not worth it at all. I guess he's still chasing. It's an interesting option. He's missing a lot of minions for that. He missed a whole wave. That's a lot of minions missing. His wave's gonna push towards me now, so that can happen. Sometimes enemy top laner doesn't understand that if they do what he just did, it's actually just bad for them, because he missed a whole wave of minions and now the wave's going to be pushing towards me. So we still got what we wanted. We're going to be able to mitigate the early game advantage of the ranged champion. In a perfect world, you get all 3 waves. You get to come back to lane. You don't miss any XP and you get a ruby crystal, but sometimes this happens. They run a play that's actually just bad for themselves, and now we get to catch a big fat wave. Against ranged matchups as melee, as long as you don't die against them, generally at your level 6 power spike, you can kill them easily. He has a lot of minions here, so you don't want to try to all in him. Your level 2, you can start to trade off with ranged champs pretty well. Not if there's that many minions. That many minions would be taking a lot of damage. D-Shield would not be bad in this matchup. We got the cannon minion. And we're not going to take any more damage for these. We're just going to get the XP and let it crash. You don't want to take more than an auto attack worth of damage for a single CS. We can run him down here. This is a lot of minions, so I'd rather not. If we miss all these and his jungler ends up coming, this would be a very bad situation. Pretty much out of corruptions, and I don't know where Kha'Zix is, so I'm going to let him keep playing into us. We're pretty much tied CS because he's been so aggressive. We need to keep our HP nice and high, and we can look for the all-in. He doesn't actually have Ignite, so we have that going for us. Like I said, I don't know where Kha'Zix is, so I'm not going to engage. He's missing on the map, and he started bot side, so the odds of him showing up here are incredibly high. Nice. We autoed when he went in for his auto. Didn't take any damage for that one. Got him with our E. We're going to go ahead and pull back. Second Wind's putting in a lot of work. Against a Teemo, D-Shield might be worth it. Generally, you want Corruption Potions so you don't run out of mana, though. Amumu top can be quite mana intensive, especially if you're able to proxy longer than we were able to there. Having the Corruptions lets you take all 3 waves quite comfortably. All right, we need to thin this out. He went to ward. I don't even know if he laid his ward, though. He pulled off super early there. He's playing super aggressive. He's very gankable right now. Even though he has a big minion wave, Amumu receives ganks incredibly well. Kind of like an Ashe. Yeah, his poison was on me, so he took a lot of damage for that. His blind's on cooldown. I could all in him right now. Well, maybe not. We're missing a lot of health. Get him with our E. Oh, we got it. Not bad. That was really close. We almost lived there. If we had Triumph, we definitely would have lived. Heading back to lane, we can pick up our Balmy Cinder, and we do have the Corruption Potion advantage. We'll be able to build up a gold lead off of that. We certainly didn't have to look in for the all-in. I wanted to limit test it. If you're not sure how it's going to pan out, you can always wait for your level 6 for more CC. Plus with your R, since it's not a skill shot, if you lead him with R, you can auto attack E into Q into auto attack into another Q and CC chain it pretty hard. We'll be hitting a level 6 here shortly, and we can look for some all-ins. He took Sork Shoes. It's going to be super important that we don't throw out our Qs too early. We don't want to be missing Qs against him. He's going to go in for the cannon last hit. Oh, you already got it. Dang. Got it. Nice. His little blind art's actually really good against our grasp. He's dead. Nice try. Teemo, you are a goner, my friend. The level 6 Amumu all in too strong. I don't know where Kha'Zix is, so this is very risky. I want to get some gold up on this guy. Yeah, of course Kha'Zix is here. Why not? Later, Kha'Zix. If I had R, I would turn on him here, but I don't have R. And we are out of here. He might have his jump back up. If he chases this, he's going to put himself super far behind, though. This is a long space to chase. I'm going to go ahead and reset. There's no need to pick up those plants. I thought he might chase. We have level advantage. We could fight him. We'll look to get as much of our Sunfire as we can here. No Magic Mantle, Cloth Armor, and... I'm not... Alright, we'll get a Control Word and an Oracles to break Teemo Mushrooms. Your grass gives you a lot of all-in potential and trade potential because every time you deal damage or take damage, even if it's from a minion or to a minion, it stacks up your grass for you to apply it against champions. So on Amumu, with either Bombies or your W, you kind of constantly do damage to a champion or a minion and then apply your grasp. It's a very easy way to maintain that. Conquer is also a great option on Teemo, or I should say on Amumu. Conquer is a good option on him. However, it's more for team fights rather than laning phase. For Conqueror to get much value in lane phase, you usually need level 6 to make the fight last long enough. We're going to fight him inside of his minions. And we also needed to clear up that wave a bit. Nice. Whenever we're taking those auto attacks, it puts our E on a lower cooldown. So that trade wasn't absolutely horrible. Just wasn't ideal either. Oh, wow. I was actually in range for that. That sucks. I'll let him push into me. We'll wait till all in when our R is up. We need to keep our HP nice and high. Got it with our Balmy Cinder. He moves in for the auto attack. He's playing incredibly aggro. He's been very gankable most of this lane. Alright, he burns his ward. We have to wait for our 6. It's as simple as that. We have Ignite advantage. We'll wait. Our grasp is up. We could flash R him here. Get him like so. Auto attack into the E. We get his flash. Very nice. Always try to lead him with R. It's not a skill shot, so they can't really outplay it. Building up a big lead against this guy. The more magic resist we get, the less he'll be able to play the lane. You can max your W second or your Q second. If you're against melee champions, usually you go for W max second. If you're against ranged champions, Q max second tends to be best. I need to back off immediately. I want to get off the turret demolish real quick to get a plate, and then we'll look for our reset. Make sure we're not stepping on any mushrooms. I'm going to push a bush back. I don't want Kha'Zix to find me. Oh, sure enough, he's here. We didn't get the stun on him. He burned his flash for that, and he almost died. If we'd hit him with Q, he might have actually died there. It's my bad. Very, very, very close. You have to stand still for a moment to cast E. You don't actually have to stand still on a movement to cast Q. So yeah, we definitely should have just casted Q backwards there and committed to dying. I thought we might be able to live, and then it became clear we were just going to die. But at least we get his flash. We're on full Sunfire Aegis, so we have some really useful stats to deal with the Teemo, and every time we back we get full corruption, so we're building up a lead that way. He either doesn't buy potions and he won't have any sustain, or he buys potions and wastes a lot of gold. It's one nice thing about the corruption start. If you're not going to proxy farm and you're up against a range matchup, you should consider starting with D shield and maybe even taking teleport. In general, though, against range matchups tops, whether it's a Quinn, Teemo, or Vayne, going in for the proxy is ideal so you can avoid your weak level 1 through 2. You really want to have level 3 to level 6 to fight this. As he turns to auto, then we hit him with our Q. Before he autos, we don't really look for it. We get him with our E. We're tanking the minions, which is good because it puts our E on a lower cooldown. He probably doesn't realize that, but we have the E max, so it's good if he tries to fight us in some of his minions. Our E is doing nearly 200 AoE damage. Plus your E makes you take less physical damage from auto attacks and abilities, so his auto attacks are doing 15 less damage, which is nice. R is up. We could definitely solo him here. It looks like Kha'Zix is pathing back into the top lane potentially. He's quite low though. Interested to see where he goes. We can definitely solo Teemo even though we're so low HP. His flash is still on cooldown because we flashed at the same time together. So when he steps up here, we should be able to kill him. I would prefer to have my grasp up and ready though. Auto attack E. Get him with our ignite Q. And down he goes. Kha'Zix may kill us here. I don't know. Okay, cool. He's still mid. I'll stay for this wave then. Minions don't do much damage to Amumu because of your E. They're all doing 15 less damage to us, so these melee minions are doing 280 per auto, which is pretty low. We might actually be able to get first turret here. That'd be fantastic. We can start roaming off that. Be very, very cool. We could go gank their bot lane. Oh, I gotta get out. I might actually die here. Okay, not quite. He didn't have enough speed. I'm on the fast boots. Even though he has tier 2 boots, we're moving decently quick at 370. He's moving out of combat 413. In combat's probably more around 480, 490. I'm gonna head back top real quick, only because I think he's gonna stay and try to take plates. I could run neutral through top and mid here. All right, I run straight back top. We can definitely still solo him. I guess we should take the turret completely. We didn't quite get it, and then we should look for the roams. R's coming back up. Once again, we have the corruption potion advantage. Every time we come back in the lane, getting those 3 charges is fantastic. Now, if you are behind, if you've been dying in lane, the advantage your corruptions give you isn't that good. But if you're playing from ahead or from neutral, it's quite nice. I'll act like I'm leaving lane. Oh, wow. How many mushrooms am I going to run into here? Make sure you have your corruption on when you're fighting people. It makes all your attacks and autos do burn damage. It's really good for your W in particular. We'll find him with our oracles if he tries to. You can't really hide and brush from Amumu. He has W. He's out of mana. When he goes to auto, we try to hit him with a Q, but we miss. He's juking like crazy. We should have hit him with R first. Kind of just came up. Down he goes. He can't really outplay since he's so far behind. His mushrooms are being problematic for us. We'll go ahead and get this and then reset. No reason to stick around without R. Low HP. We'll go gank bot side. They're resetting the same time I am, so we should be able to get back to lane same time they do and kill them. Generally, you want to get Demonic or Thornmail second item. It depends on the matchup. If you're up against an all-in 80 style champion, such as Jax, Irelia, Aatrox, that type of thing, then Thornmail second is brilliant. Against AP champs, you don't have a great second item option. You can push for something like Force of Nature. It's not quite ideal. Winter's Approach is a good neutral item. Second item option is not quite ideal. So typically you go for Demonic against neutrals to where you don't really want to go armor or magic resist. Then Demonic works quite well for that, and you can play off its HP and damage. Hey, Kha'Zix. You absolutely can't solo me here, buddy. That's cute, though. And he's dead. Really wasn't that close either, because he burned his R, and we didn't even burn our R. If we had our R, we would have killed him way more than half health. He's fed too. He had just as many kills as I had there with nearly equal CS. He had 6 kills, I had 6 kills. And in terms of gold spent, we're about equal. Plus, my Merc Treads aren't giving very much value against him since he does AD, but his Merc Treads are giving high value against me since I am AP. My champion does magic damage. It's part of the problem with lethality on Kha'Zix. It's just kind of bad. Get our E down immediately. He stands still to auto. We hit him with Q. And down he goes. That's what we call an Amumu outplay. Sunfire Aegis does quite a bit of damage in these long prolonged fights from Flame Touch. It's already done 1331, which is really good. Plus Amumu with passive, after auto attacking the enemy for 3 seconds, they take an additional 10% true damage from all magic damage they take, which is pretty cool. We can't really buy anything, so we're really just getting our HP back and our corruption charges back. Corruption potions are doing 15 damage. Is that what it's doing? Let me see. This item can be kind of hard to quantify. For 15 to 20 if you cannot gain mana. So yeah, your attack's doing an extra 15 damage over 3 seconds for its full duration, which is a lot. That was a bad Q on my part. Walk this guy down, he's lined up on the wall. Turn on our corruption. Down he goes. I wish my R was up here, that would be perfect. Veg's looking for the cage. He finds it. Does some damage, he's really not very fed. We'll back off, look to farm. We're missing a lot of HP. Ooh, what's going on here? Oh, this is bad. It's just too many people. Soraka is going to be an issue. I'm going to have to get a Thornmail, I think. They're very AP heavy with the Soraka, AP Varus, Teemo. Maybe I should look for a Morello. That would be kind of weird. Could go Rylai's at this point. Rylai's would be interesting. It's not even a recommended item on Amumu. That's kind of weird. Gives you a lot of slows. They don't have many dashes on their team. It's only Kha'Zix who can get away after I slow him with his jump. So Rylai's should be fine here. Next up, we'll go for Force of Nature third, probably into Demonic. We have so much damage as it is from our Sunfire. I don't think we need Demonic right now. Plus it's, what is it, 400 more gold than Rylai's? Yeah. It's not a cheap item by any means. But Rylai's is. And it's going to give our tiers a perma slow, which is nice. 30% slow. Corruption is magic damage. Over 3 seconds. How long does each charge last? For 12 seconds. 3 times 4, what is that? What is 4 times? So it's 60 damage. If your champion can use mana, if you're using Corruption Potion from the start and you're attacking them, it'll do an extra 60 damage per charge if you keep hitting them. That's decent. 60 damage. It's kind of like a free auto attack worth of damage from Corruption. That's not including the mana and health it gives you either. I'm going to play the split push here for a second. It doesn't make a lot of sense why we're even over here, why Dragon was up, but since we're here, I'm not going to run all the way over there. We really should have gone to that Dragon fight. Amumu does quite well in team fights. Go ahead and turn off our tiers. Very nice. We'll be taking this down. It's only Aphelios and the Teemo alive right now. Can back off, take some of their camps. For your boots on Amumu, Merc Treads is generally what you go for, especially with a tank build. That way you can stay on top of them with your tiers and your E's. If they're super AD heavy, plated is fine. I wouldn't recommend Lucids on Amumu top lane though, unless you're going to be doing a lot of roams. Against their team, Lucids would be kind of bad. They have so much burst. We die really fast. Auto attack E. She's perma slowed. She can't get away. Down she goes. I'm out of mana is the issue. Oh, I missed my Q. Yikes. Sheesh, this is bad. We're out of mana. Oh, down he goes. He's trying to finish me off, but he can't. Feels bad. I really need blue buff, Shaco, please. Oh, they quit. That's pretty funny. If you guys enjoyed this Amumu proxy top lane video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.